Okay, you guys clap me like you know who I am. Oh, sweet, it's Matt. You only care about one thing. Make me laugh, punk. All right. How about a joke, chuckle nuts? Come on, dance, monkey. That's God's honest truth. Thank you, sir. All right, let's get to those jokes then, shall we? I don't know who the software engineer is that designs the options when we go to leave somebody a message with our cell phones, but I'd like to pimp slap that SOB, all right? Whoever he is, I'd like to slap him. I don't know if you've ever noticed them, but this is the litany of options I've come across that make no sense. For numeric page, press 2 now. What the heck is a numeric page? Can anybody answer that? If you can, you've written a unicorn. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. You ever gotten this one? To disconnect, press 1 now. Why the hell would I hit 1 and then end? That makes no sense in the entire universe. Die. You ever been on the phone so long you get the, are you still there? Yes, I'm still there. You wouldn't be saying that if I wasn't still there. That's how the network works. Or to page this person, press 5 now. Page, I called you. There shouldn't be a pager within 100 miles of this equation. This is not 1988 and you don't deal drugs, all right? Back off the pager. The weirdest one, if anybody owns a BlackBerry Storm, if you call that, you'll get this. To fax this person, press 4. Fax? We got rid of fax machines. When was the last time you saw a fax machine? What's that email is for, huh? You got a Pony Express option on that phone? Morse code? Does that mean if I hit 4 and then make up a bunch of gibberish with my mouth, just a picture pops up on your screen? Don't you just want to try it, just for the heck of it? You're like 4. I have no idea what that is. Looks like an Etch-a-Sketch had a stroke. I have no idea. I noticed this the other day about my cell phone. I don't know if I'm the only one. Back me up if this has ever happened to you. I don't think my body likes my cell phone because sometimes I'll be like in the middle of a conversation and I think I'm getting a call and I'm not. It's just my leg messing with me. Anybody else? My phone's on vibrate and my leg's like, you're getting a call. I swear to God. So I've been in the middle of a conversation before and been like, hold on, once I get in a phone call. No, I'm not. I'm a loser. Nobody's calling. Fantastic. I'm just going to sit in the dark. This is pathetic.
I am a black albino. I'm really not sure why that's so funny to y'all. Trying to be serious with y'all and y'all laughing at me. I am. Some of you might not know what that means. So basically, both of my parents are black. And I came out looking like this. God had some extra time on his hands. Figured he'd do some experimenting. Came up with me, I guess. I would have liked to be a fly on the wall in the delivery room, though. Because both of them, my mom and my dad, be like, this is not mine, it's not mine, it's not mine. My life is sad. Couple things. I did grow up in the South, and which is great, being a black albino, just controversial. In the South, it's just a good thing, you know. Pretty much everybody hated me, but they loved me too. They saw me as a spy. But they could never figure out which side, so I don't know. No, I do love the South. I miss the South. I loved it. I just didn't like the extremes. Like, everything is so serious. And I go to my grandma's house and try and open the window. It's hot. It's the South. Open the window. She'd be like, don't open the window. You let the devil inside. I'm like, really? Why is the devil just chilling outside our house? What's going on with that? Understand, Grandma? Shoot. I stubbed my toe one time, walked in the house. She's like, what's wrong, baby? You know, what's wrong? I'm like, oh, Grandma, I stubbed my toe. Oh, you ain't stubbed your toe. That's jungle rot. Was not aware I had been to Vietnam before. I did not know that. I don't know. I don't really mind being a black albino. It's cool for me. I just wish people would be more honest with me about the fact. People always come up to me and they're like, that's really cool. No, it's not. I'm just saying, if you woke up tomorrow and looked like me, you'll be mad as hell at me. You call me up, yo, Nate. What did you do, dog? Man, I thought you said it was okay. No, I said it was okay for you, okay? Not for me.
Good evening. My name for the record is David Gee, comedian extraordinaire, fresh off my triumphant performance at Applebee's open mic night in La Puente. Thank you. Thank you very much. And it's indeed a kick to be here at the end of a beautiful day in Southern California. It was gorgeous today, wasn't it? Huh? Oh, man. It was windy, though. Man, it was windy. I got a toupee circling Mount Baldy right about now. But I just got back from a week in Vegas. It was raining there, man, and what a pain in the ass. It came down in buckets. There was flooding. It was so intense, the hookers on Fremont Street had to use a snorkel to and their customers. It was a little kinky, but I kind of liked it. Think about it. A cool thing happened while I was in Las Vegas. I was performing at a hotel which shall remain the Mirage. And while I was there, they were shooting episodes of The Animal Whisperer. Now, I don't know if you know The Animal Whisperer, but this guy's on cable. And he can talk to critters. He knows what animals are thinking. And I met the guy, and he was really cool. And I guess he had just interviewed Montecore, the white tiger that mauled Roy of Siegfried and Roy. And the Whisperer told me he was fascinated to learn that gay Germans taste just like chicken. So, put that in your pocket. Anyway, I flew out of Las Vegas, out of McCarran Airport, and in security there they have those high-tech body scanners we've been hearing so much about, those enclosed units you walk through that allow screeners to see what you look like completely naked. And I went through the process. It didn't bother me at all. Well, all that applause when I came out was a little embarrassing, but what are you gonna do?
Here's a fun game to play. Next time you fly somewhere, freeze all of your liquids and gels. You got any liquids or gels? Nope. Only solids. What is that, bottle of water? No. It's a bottle of ice. I can't do it so much, but you guys. You guys can do it. Not as funny when I do it for some reason, not sure why that is. They don't seem to get the joke at the airport. Funny haha moment. Just flew down here, came through Toronto, on my way here. And I was waiting for the plane to start boarding, Toronto airport. And there's a restaurant right at the gate. And I was hungry, so I ordered a steak. And I was cutting the steak into small pieces with a steak knife. And I looked down at the steak knife, and I looked up at the plane, and we were already past security. And it dawned on me, we are so lucky that we stopped cutting steak with nail clippers. Because that would be a security risk. There are so many holes in our security, so many, and we just live on this illusion of safety, like, oh, I'll be fine, they took our tweezers. As if there's two terrorists somewhere in the airport who are just like, it's awkward. I didn't think they'd take the tweezers. Yeah, no. 4 years of planning. Just wasted. Conversation never takes place because they're giving people steak knives. There's so many holes, some that are obvious too, Like broken glass, right? Not allowed on a flight because you can use it as a knife, right? It's fine, makes sense. But intact glass that maybe breaks later. Not a knife now. You have to take your own glass. On the flights, they're serving passengers wine from a glass bottle. Do they think the terrorists can't figure out how to break a glass bottle? It's out there. They figured out how to break buildings. Do you think this? That's difficult for them? You know what's really scary? If terrorists ever did figure out how to break glass, it would be the perfect act of terror. Because all the passengers would get little shards of glass embedded in their skin. And no one could reduce their suffering. Because no one would have tweezers.
I love the women here in Southern California. I love the women in LA. Have no idea how to talk to them. I just don't have that approach down. You know what I mean? Like I can see an attractive woman across the room, but then I don't know how to do the whole, hey, how are you? What do you do? Well, I mean, I wouldn't do that. I look like some sort of ghetto pirate, like, but I don't have the approach. And everyone says, well, ask a woman questions, get her talking about herself. But when you're just some random dude, like anytime I just start asking a woman, I don't know questions, it very easily takes that weird turn down Creepyville, Yeah, because I can be like, hey, how you doing? What's your name? Oh, cool, do you live around here? Oh, right on, do you live alone? Do all your doors lock from the inside? Even that side door, the green one with the crack in it? You looked pretty on that treadmill the other night. I'll meet you later. And that's restraining order. That's embarrassing. Plus, I've run out of places to meet women. I don't know where. I was in the bank, and made the mistake of trying to ask out the teller. Which, horrible idea. You can't really ask out a woman who knows you only have $11.32 in the bank. Oh, dinner to move it. Oh, you're overdrawn. Get the hell away. I don't want to go to the drive-in. Get out. I went on a blind date not too long ago, and, translation, internet date. Let's call it what it is. But her complaint about me, she said I was too much of a smartass. Which is a dumb thing to say. It was just stupid conversation we were having. You ever have a conversation with someone and you have no choice but to respond in sort of a smart-ass kind of way? Like at one point, for whatever reason, we were talking about our fears. This woman actually said these words. She goes, I've always had this fear of public speaking and the Incredible Hulk. What? Yeah, which is when I had that moment, where you have that on the date where you're like, oh, you're insane. That. But before I could think of anything halfway polite to say, what just flies out of my mouth is, oh, I know what you mean. I've always been afraid of snakes and the Hamburglar. Date over. Same conversation, and I swear to you, this girl said this. And again, I don't know how we get on this topic. I know it's weird for a first date. Don't judge me, whatever. But we were talking about the Civil War. I know, shut up. And so I said, whatever it was I was talking about, blah, 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 Civil War. Her response to that was, I swear to you, she goes, whatever happened with that anyway? Yeah. So I'm not the D-bag, right? How do you even respond to something like that? Hey, I'm kind of hazy on the details, but I think the North took that one. I don't know, nobody owns me, as far as I know. Yeah. Check your money. If you have the big dollar bills with Lee on it, then we're screwed and I gotta get back to the cotton, so finish up your latte. There's plowing to be done.
I was a horrible drunk. One time I got so messed up, I got thrown out of a Los Lobos concert. All right, do the math. When you're the drunkest Mexican in a room full of drunk Mexicans, you need an intervention, okay, bro? You better get some white friends. The band stopped playing in the middle of La Bamba. All the white people were upset. They were mad. They were like, that's the song we came to hear. That's the one we know. Para bailar La Bamba, damn. They were like, how could you do this to us? I was like, do this to you? I did this to me! Richie! That was for the Mexicans. I took you back to 86. That's the thing. Oh, I used to go to work messed up. You ever go to work in the same clothes you partied in? You ever do that? You know what I'm talking about, don't you? Where you're sweating out Jack Daniels. You stink of cigarettes and weed. You got stripper glitter all over your face. You've been there. You're trying to explain it to your old lady, like, baby, I was at a magic show. A guy said Kazam,
Anybody still got a great grandmother? Anybody? No? See, they're all dead. I still have mine. I'm like the only one that has a great grandmother. She's like 85 years old, right? And all she talks about is how much she wants to die. Her birthday was this month, turned 85 years old. I didn't know what to get her. So I'm like, hey, hey, great grandma, your birthday's coming up. What do you want? She looked right at me. She's like, a coffin. Seriously? A coffin. Give me a coffin. Okay. That's a lot of wrapping paper, but okay. Wow. That's all she talks about, man. Just like that at the dinner, I'd be like, hey, can you pass me a napkin? She's like, I'd rather pass away. Okay. And then she has this chair that she's always sleeping in, right? And sometimes she'll fake it. I'll come walking in the room, and she'll be laying there like this. I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, I'm getting ready. I'm like, okay, well, good night. She's like, bye. I'm like, I'll see you in the morning. She's like, I hope not. Tonight's the night, I feel it. She's the only person I know that reads the obituaries and gets pissed off because she's not in them. She'll be eating breakfast like her toast. She's like, oh, lucky bastards. I know that guy. Oh, man. She's great, though. Like, she ever since I was little, still now, she's always walking around with a glass of wine and a cigarette, no matter where we are. Be in church or whatever. She's like, oh, okay, I'll do it with my wine. All the time. Like, we would go to Las Vegas for Christmas. Totally her idea. Yeah. She'd be in the back seat. We'd go in one van, be in the back seat with her own box of wine. She's like yelling at everybody. She's like, come on, this box isn't round trip. Let's go.